Part 1: 4 Tips for Living Alone and Loving It. For over 20 years, I've embraced life on my own. Since my divorce, I've chosen not to remarry. My children lived with me for several years, but for the most part, it's just been me. And honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. There's something incredibly liberating about living solo. The freedom to build your own routine, the peace that comes with it, and the chance to truly enjoy your own company are priceless. Recently, I've been reflecting on what makes this solo journey so fulfilling. It's not about being alone in the traditional sense. It's about rediscovering what truly makes you happy without the constant influence of others. Living alone has its own rhythm, and it's in these quiet moments that I've learned more about myself than I ever could have imagined. So, whether you've been living alone for a while, are considering making the leap, or simply wondering if it's the right choice for you, I've come up with 4 key factors that could change how you see this lifestyle. You might just realize that living alone is the perfect way to reconnect with yourself and live life on your own terms. The beauty of living solo is that it opens up endless possibilities for self-expression and growth. No one tells you when to eat, when to sleep, or what to do with your day. You can find joy in small rituals, like cooking your favorite dish at midnight or lounging in the living room with a good book on a rainy afternoon. It's not loneliness, it's freedom, and in that freedom, you may find peace and happiness you never expected. Let's explore these 4 insights that could help you not only survive but thrive in the world of solo living. It might just change your perspective and help you see how fulfilling a life on your own can truly be. 1. Prioritize self-care above all else. Have you ever stopped to consider who will take care of things when you're not at your best? Imagine waking up one morning and realizing that your health is the key that unlocks a fuller, happier life. For older women, this realization can be life-changing, offering a chance to take control of your health and independence. It's a journey toward empowerment, one that shows self-care isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. Prioritizing your well-being isn't just about getting through the day, it's about thriving. It's about waking up with energy, confidence, and the mental clarity to tackle life's challenges. Think of self-care as the foundation upon which everything else stands. If you're not caring for yourself, everything else can easily fall apart. Self-care allows you to not only survive but truly live, giving you the strength to be the person you want to be. In my own journey, I've learned that the path to well-being is a deeply personal one, and it can take many different forms. Now, at 67, after a divorce in my late 40s, I've come to realize that if I'm unwell, nothing else gets done. There's no one else to take charge when things go wrong. For a while, I neglected my health, assuming I could power through. But as I entered my 60s, everything started to catch up with me. I woke up one morning and realized that if I didn't focus on my health, everything would spiral out of control. Think about it: if you fall ill or suffer an injury, who is there to pick up the pieces? No one can do it for you. And nothing gets done if you don't put yourself first. This simple truth became my wake-up call, and I knew I had to take charge. So, I began a deep, intentional health journey. I revamped my diet to be nutrient-dense and wholesome, cutting out processed foods and focusing on whole, natural ingredients. I started drinking clean, structured water, something as simple as water, but done in a way that nourishes my body deeply. Supplements became a regular part of my routine. Exercise, too, became non-negotiable. I now work out almost every day, including weight training, to keep my body strong and resilient. But beyond just physical health, I started focusing on my mental well-being. I made time for meditation, for quiet moments where I could clear my mind. I asked myself, what does my body need to feel its best? Do I walk every day? Do I have a solid strength training routine? Am I eating properly and getting enough rest? Do I carve out time to reconnect with myself in peace? These questions became the cornerstone of my self-care plan, and the benefits have been remarkable. The energy I gained from being consistent with self-care allowed me to take on new challenges, pursue hobbies I hadn't touched in years, and simply enjoy life more. And perhaps most importantly, I realized that when I put my health first, I could give more to others, too. So, I urge you to take a step back and evaluate your health. What are you doing to ensure your well-being? Whether it's exercise, diet, mindfulness, or simply taking time for yourself, the benefits are immense. The first thing on my list, without any alternatives, is always taking care of myself. Because when you take care of yourself, everything else follows. And from there, you can truly live your best life. 2. Assess your skills and abilities. Have you ever wondered how you'll handle unexpected challenges that come your way? As we grow older, many of us worry about our ability to navigate situations when things go wrong, or when life throws us a curveball that seems beyond our control. However, by the time we reach middle age, we've already accumulated a wealth of skills and experience that uniquely equip us for these moments. The truth is, you already possess everything you need to face life's obstacles with confidence. Whether it's fixing a leaky faucet or reaching out to a neighbor for help, the journey of learning and growing over the years has built a foundation of resilience and resourcefulness. In this phase of life, it's about harnessing that inner strength and leaning on the support of others to turn life's challenges into opportunities for growth. It's essential to evaluate your own abilities. Many women in their later years worry about what they would do if something were to break down, or how they would cope with a situation that seems too much to handle. But here's the truth. If you've made it to middle age, you've likely learned more than you realize, and you have a vast array of skills to rely on. I grew up in a family where practical skills were a way of life. The men in my family could build houses, fix cars, and tackle a range of hands-on tasks. The women, on the other hand, took pride in tending to the garden, cooking meals from what we grew ourselves, and mastering a variety of other practical skills. No one in my family was a genius, but they were all highly capable. They learned through experience, step by step, to master these skills. And that's something that has been ingrained in me. The important thing to recognize is that you've already acquired everything you need to handle the day-to-day challenges of life. Simple household repairs or issues with your car are nothing to be afraid of. They are solvable. If something as small as a leaking faucet happens, you can easily find step-by-step guides or YouTube videos that will walk you through the process. The internet is filled with resources from people who are more than willing to share their expertise with you. And if something arises that truly feels beyond your abilities, don't hesitate to reach out to others for help. People are inherently willing to lend a hand, especially when you ask with kindness and humility. Let me share an example. I once needed help lifting a heavy kayak, about 27 kilograms, onto my car. It was awkward, large, and not something I could do on my own. I turned to a neighbor, and without hesitation, he helped me. Afterward, he said, "If you need anything else, just let us know." The kindness and willingness to assist one another are often underestimated. Most people are happy to help when asked, and all you need to do is ask. Life doesn't have to be about doing everything on your own. Break tasks into manageable steps. Learn what you can, and continue building your skills. You've been doing it your whole life, and there's no reason to stop now. So, instead of worrying about how you'll handle life's challenges, take a moment to assess all that you've already mastered. Trust that you have everything you need to navigate through the obstacles ahead. The next time you face something unexpected, take a deep breath. Remember all that you've learned, and know that you are more than capable of handling whatever comes your way. You'll be just fine. 3. Ensuring your safety. In today's fast-paced and unpredictable world, the sense of safety can often feel elusive. However, we live in an era filled with innovative solutions that offer us the ability to regain peace of mind, even amidst chaos. Imagine knowing exactly who is standing at your door without having to leave your seat, or being able to protect your home and loved ones with just the press of a button. These technologies aren't just for the tech-savvy younger generation. They're accessible to everyone, providing a sense of security and peace of mind for all. Let's explore how you can use these tools and strategies to create a safer living environment, ensuring that each day begins with a sense of assurance and ends in calm. Safety is not just about physical protection, but also the comfort of knowing that you have measures in place to take care of yourself and those around you. In today's world, safety concerns are very real. But we also have countless ways to protect ourselves and our families that weren't available to previous generations. Take, for example, modern home security systems like video doorbells, such as Ring, that allow you to see who's at your doorstep without stepping outside. You can install cameras around your house to monitor your property, and cars now come with keyless entry systems that automatically lock and unlock doors as you approach. We are living in a time where technology offers more protection than ever before. Think about what would make you feel safer in your own living space. Whether it's a smart security system or simply knowing that you can check on things from your phone. Personally, I live in a relatively safe community, but I decided to install a video doorbell for an extra layer of security. It's comforting to know that I can see who's outside without even having to open the door. Some of my friends also send text messages to check in with each other every morning, just to ensure everyone is doing well. These simple acts of checking in and staying connected can create a strong sense of safety, even in the absence of physical threats. Safety isn't just about having the right technology. It's also about making decisions that contribute to your sense of well-being. A useful tip is to follow experts like Amber Hack on Instagram, who shares practical safety advice, especially targeted at women. These small adjustments, like staying informed about safety protocols or setting up regular check-ins with loved ones, can make a world of difference in feeling secure. At the end of the day, it's all about taking the steps that make you feel safe and in control. Whether it's installing security devices, setting up alerts, or just maintaining an open line of communication with friends and family, these small but powerful actions give you the confidence to handle whatever may come your way. Take charge of your safety, and you'll find that peace of mind isn't as distant as it may seem. 4. Embrace the freedom. Embrace your freedom. Living alone has granted me the incredible opportunity to explore life in ways I never could have imagined before. For over a year, I traveled solo abroad, calling different states home, diving into thrilling experiences simply because I was the one making the decisions. There was no need to consult anyone or convince anyone else to join in. I was free to follow my own desires, passions, and impulses. This freedom is not just about having the ability to do what you want, when you want. It's about embracing the unique power you have to shape your world, your days, and your experiences. Living alone means you get to dictate the rhythm of your life. You can eat spaghetti for breakfast without anyone batting an eye. Sleep in until 10 a.m. without worrying about disrupting anyone else's schedule. Or even stay up all night watching hilarious videos because there's no one around to question it. The flexibility of this lifestyle is something to be cherished. I often dine out alone, savoring my own company. I've discovered that eating solo is an enriching experience, one that allows me to truly enjoy the flavors and the moment, without the distractions of conversation or time constraints. It's a small joy that offers me a sense of independence and peace. You can go wherever you want, order whatever your heart desires, and feel the simple yet profound joy of being in your own company. This freedom is not just about the freedom to make small decisions. It's a chance to live a truly adventurous and soul-nourishing life. You are the architect of your experiences. Whether it's picking up a new hobby, forging new friendships, or embarking on spontaneous trips, the world becomes a canvas for your dreams, and you hold the brush. Each day presents an opportunity to reinvent yourself, to explore new paths, and to connect with the person you are without the weight of anyone else's expectations. For me, there are 4 key elements to enjoying life on my own. First, embrace the joy of being spontaneous, whether it's a sudden weekend getaway or a new project you've been meaning to try. Second, honor your solitude as an opportunity to get to know yourself in deeper ways, to reconnect with your inner desires. Third, explore the world around you. Living alone opens doors to new relationships, experiences, and adventures. Finally, make space for self-care and reflection. Use the time to meditate, think deeply, or simply bask in the stillness of being by yourself. If you've just become single or unexpectedly found yourself living alone, take this moment as a gift. It's a golden opportunity to experience life on your own terms, without the constraints of other people's schedules or expectations. Cherish this newfound freedom, for it's a powerful tool that can lead to unexpected growth, joy, and fulfillment. You have everything you need within yourself to make this chapter of life an exciting and enriching adventure. Part 2. Why solitude is essential for personal growth. When the mind is strong and creative, it often craves solitude. Aldous Huxley. In a world that thrives on constant connectivity, finding moments to truly be yourself can seem almost impossible. The demands of social media, emails, and endless notifications create a backdrop of distractions that make self-reflection feel like a rare luxury. However, the importance of learning how to be alone has never been greater, especially when we have the option to be surrounded by others at any given moment. After all, how can we grow and truly understand ourselves if we are never given the space to connect with our own inner world? In today's world, where distractions are more abundant than ever, being alone might sometimes stir up feelings of discomfort or unease. The mind might race, the silence might seem too loud, and the absence of external voices can feel daunting. But here's the paradox. In learning to sit with ourselves and embrace those moments of solitude, we unlock the door to a wealth of personal growth. The solitude that so many fear is actually the fertile soil in which creativity, clarity, and deep self-awareness can blossom. Great thinkers and societal leaders throughout history have long hailed solitude as a vital tool for enhancing personal development. It is in these quiet, introspective moments that we can hear our own thoughts clearly, free from the noise and opinions of the world. Solitude doesn't just offer rest for the body. It allows our minds to reconnect with their own desires, thoughts, and creative impulses. In the digital age, where the line between solitude and isolation can feel blurred, learning how to disconnect and engage in deep self-reflection can be revolutionary. It's a way to tap into a well of untapped creativity, sharpen our self-awareness, prevent burnout, and discover profound truths about who we really are. Solitude is not about being alone for the sake of loneliness. It's about creating a sacred space for personal evolution. If you haven't yet embraced the beauty of solitude, or if you haven't felt its benefits firsthand, it might be time to rethink what it truly offers. Imagine the possibilities that open up when you give yourself the gift of time alone, time to think, create, and grow. Allow yourself the chance to flourish in the light of your own presence, free from the expectations and distractions of the outside world. The path to deeper self-discovery and personal growth begins with the willingness to spend time alone. 1. Understanding yourself. Whether you find solace in solitude, or you've always been someone who thrives in moments alone, there are always hidden layers within you waiting to be discovered. Giving yourself dedicated time to simply be with yourself is one of the most powerful tools for deep self-awareness. In these moments of solitude, you uncover the things that truly matter to you, things that often get lost in the hustle of daily life. Take a moment to notice the thoughts that arise when you're alone. Follow them like winding paths that lead to unexpected revelations. You might be surprised by the places they take you. Maybe it's the quiet contemplation of an old book, diving into the unknown world within its pages. Or perhaps it's an impromptu adventure outdoors, driving to a nearby park, wandering through rows of trees, breathing in the fresh air, and marveling at the simple yet profound gift of being alive. Create something meaningful in those quiet spaces, an artwork, a poem, or a piece of music that's been simmering in your mind for years. These creations may never make it into the world, and that's perfectly fine. The act of creating for the sake of creation itself is a journey that deepens your understanding of who you are. There's no right or wrong way to embrace solitude, as long as you use it to connect with yourself on a deeper level, and not as an escape from the present moment or your own thoughts. True self-discovery lies in allowing yourself to feel, think, and reflect without distractions. When you take the time to truly understand yourself, you unlock the door to greater clarity, emotional intelligence, and personal growth. This journey inward isn't always easy. It requires vulnerability, honesty, and courage. But it is through this process that we gain insights into our true desires, our fears, and the potential that lies dormant within us. This is the path that leads to new heights, helping you navigate life with a clearer sense of purpose and a more profound connection to the world around you. 2. Learning to be alone helps us connect with others. It may seem counterintuitive, but it's a truth that applies to all of us. Learning how to be alone allows us to connect more deeply with the people we care about in our lives. When we understand ourselves on a profound level, we start to recognize the threads that bind us together as human beings, the unity that exists within all of us. Every person needs both time to themselves and time spent with others. It's an art of balance that can be elusive, but once you find it, it's a delicate harmony. The time spent alone allows you to appreciate the moments shared with others even more. With contrast, you gain a clearer perspective. The contrast between solitude and connection enhances the value of both, making each experience more meaningful than if you were to live solely in one. For introverts, time alone is essential to recharge between social events. Solitude is the perfect remedy to restore energy and find calm before diving back into a busy day. Even if you're an extrovert, learning to spend time alone is necessary to understand that not everyone finds their energy from being surrounded by others. This quiet time helps us respect the differences in how people engage with the world, offering a more compassionate perspective on others' needs. No matter your personality type, solitude will help you develop a deeper appreciation for people and the unique qualities they bring into your life. It teaches you that every individual has their own internal world, which is just as rich and valuable as your own. This newfound respect and understanding of others not only improves your relationships, but enhances your own emotional intelligence and ability to empathize with others on a much more profound level. Through solitude, you reconnect with the true essence of human connection, rooted in understanding, respect, and appreciation for the diversity of human experience. 3. Pursuing passion. Solitude offers one of the most powerful opportunities to dive deeply into your passions and goals. For many on the journey of self-growth, loneliness often arises when they devote themselves entirely to the pursuit of something grand. It's a feeling that can be daunting, yet it is also part of the process of transformation. Balance is key, of course, but there's something uniquely essential about dedicating time in solitude to chase after your deepest aspirations. How can you fully discover who you are without allowing yourself the space and freedom to explore different paths, unburdened by the distractions of the outside world? In moments of isolation, take that precious time to connect with your dreams. Write down your goals and take actionable steps toward achieving them each day. In the beginning, solitude may feel isolating, but as you begin to build momentum, you might find yourself wondering why you hadn't embraced this way of living sooner. The solitude that once seemed daunting becomes the very fuel that propels you forward. During the challenging times when loneliness feels overwhelming, remind yourself of the purpose that drives you. Reflect on why you've chosen this path and the bigger picture you're working toward. Remember, you're not just wandering aimlessly, you're on a mission. One day, when you look back at the hours, days, and even years spent working tirelessly on your passion, you might find yourself filled with deep nostalgia and immense satisfaction. The solitude you once feared will transform into a cherished companion on your journey to success. Ultimately, there is no greater pursuit than the dream you are chasing, and solitude is the gift that allows you to make it a reality. By embracing your time alone, you're not just living in isolation, you're living in the pursuit of something meaningful, something that has the potential to change the trajectory of your life forever. 4. Amplifying creativity. Solitude is often associated with the image of eccentric artists or hermits retreating into caves. Throughout history, those who sought solitude were sometimes cast aside or viewed as outsiders, disconnected from society. Yet, there is a profound and essential reason why solitude has long been linked to creativity. It is only in moments of aloneness that we are truly free to be ourselves and experiment with ideas that might seem too unconventional or daring to explore in the presence of others. When we are alone, we are liberated from the constraints of societal expectations and free to focus entirely on our own vision. Think about the masterpieces of Picasso or Van Gogh. Could they have ever created such groundbreaking works if they hadn't spent countless hours alone, experimenting without the fear of judgment from others? The beauty of creativity lies in the freedom to fail, explore, and push boundaries without the pressure of conforming. Solitude provides the perfect environment for creative sparks to fly. It's during those quiet moments that we can let our most audacious ideas take shape. You never know when a seemingly odd idea could evolve into something magnificent, or when a small mistake could turn into a work of genius. The potential for innovation exists in every quiet hour you allow yourself to dive into your imagination. There is nothing more liberating than spending time alone, expressing the deepest parts of yourself through art and creativity. It is in these moments of solitude that you may discover new sources of inspiration, breakthroughs that would have otherwise remained hidden in the noise of everyday life. By embracing solitude, you give yourself the space to create, not just for others, but for your own soul, unencumbered by expectations. Who knows? In the silence of your own company, you may stumble upon the next big idea, a creation that might not only change your world but possibly influence the world at large. Solitude isn't just about being alone. It's about discovering the untapped potential within you that only isolation can reveal. 5. Preventing burnout. One of the simplest ways to burn yourself out is by never allowing yourself a moment of peace. There's a reason why celebrities, constantly surrounded by assistants and paparazzi, often end up hospitalized due to exhaustion. The relentless pressure to maintain appearances and meet demands takes a toll on their well-being. But it's not just the famous who face this problem. For most of us, juggling work, family, and personal passions, feeling overwhelmed is often an inevitable part of life. Our moments of solitude are easily pushed aside, and before we know it, we're left wondering why we feel so drained every day. It doesn't take much to hit the reset button. Even just 10 or 15 minutes of quiet time for yourself can make a significant difference. It could be as simple as locking yourself in the bathroom for a few moments of solitude away from the chaos of family or your partner. Take a notebook and jot down your thoughts, sketch a quick doodle, or scribble down any business ideas that have been floating in your mind. Or perhaps plug in your favorite music with your headphones on, allowing the melodies to soothe your mind. How you choose to spend these quiet moments is less important than actually taking them. What matters is giving yourself the gift of stillness. These brief moments allow you to reconnect with your inner self, to recharge mentally, and to relieve the stress that accumulates throughout the day. When you carve out time for yourself each day, it becomes a powerful tool to prevent burnout. Incorporating these pauses into your routine, alongside maintaining a healthy diet, regular exercise, and a solid sleep schedule, will make a noticeable difference in how you feel. You'll find that even a small investment in your well-being can significantly enhance your energy and focus. Once you begin to experience the rejuvenating effects of these quiet moments, you may find yourself craving more. After all, who could resist a long, relaxing bath or curling up with a good book after a hectic day of social interaction? Taking these moments for yourself doesn't just prevent exhaustion. It helps to create a harmonious balance between giving to others and nurturing your own well-being. It's a reminder that, in order to give your best to those around you, you must first replenish your own energy. 6. Discovering the truth within. One of the greatest gifts that solitude offers is the opportunity to discover the truth within yourself. When you carve out enough time to delve into your own soul, to pursue personal growth, and to chase after the boldest dreams, you inevitably come face to face with aspects of yourself that were once hidden. These revelations can be both enlightening and challenging. At times, the truths we uncover can be difficult to accept. Perhaps, in the quiet of solitude, you realize that the reason you've avoided being alone is because you don't like who you are when no one else is around. It's a harsh awakening, but one that can lead to tremendous growth. Conversely, solitude can also unveil wonderful realizations, like understanding that you are deserving of love, and that you have the power to achieve anything you set your mind to. These are the kinds of truths that can empower you to step into your fullest potential. Even if you think you already know yourself well, learning how to be alone takes you even deeper into self-awareness. There's no greater affirmation of life and self-realization than the moments when truths about yourself shine through like shooting stars, illuminating parts of you that were once unknown. It's in these moments that the value of solitude truly becomes apparent. Solitude has never been more worthwhile than during these profound revelations. Seek out peace and stillness today. While we all find ourselves at different points along life's journey, There are universal truths that bind us together. Spending time alone is essential for personal development and the pursuit of creativity. It's only through moments of quiet introspection that we can discover deep truths about ourselves that would otherwise remain hidden by the noise and distractions of daily life. As Jean-Paul Sartre once said, "If you are lonely when you're alone, you're in bad company." In essence, learning to be alone is not about enduring isolation. It's about reconnecting with the person you are when no one else is around. So, take a step towards solitude today. Invest a little time to be with yourself, and watch as you evolve into the most radiant and extraordinary version of yourself. The journey of self-discovery is not easy, but it's one of the most rewarding paths you can take. In the stillness of your own company, you will find the truths that will guide you to a life of fulfillment, purpose, and authenticity. Part 3. Why smart people often feel lonely. Instead of simply saying that intelligent people often feel lonely, let's reframe it. Intelligent people choose solitude. At the end of a busy day or a hectic week, the way a person spends their evening or weekend reveals their true nature. While many people flock to crowded places, enjoy shopping sprees, visit bars, chat online, or meet friends for drinks and conversation, others prefer to retreat to a quiet corner and immerse themselves in their own world. Have you ever looked inward and realized that you might be one of these individuals? In life, the intelligent tend to gravitate toward solitude, and for this reason, they are often labeled as lonely. Of course, each person has their own lifestyle, and solitude is not a measure of one's intelligence or talent. However, it is important to understand that for many, loneliness is a deliberate choice. These individuals willingly distance themselves from noisy crowds, avoid shallow relationships, and maintain a calm mind to pursue their own personal goals. In a way, solitude becomes a sanctuary, the final destination their soul seeks. It is in these quiet moments, away from the chaos of the world, that they find clarity, creativity, and purpose. For them, the noise and distractions of the outside world only serve to dilute the rich inner life they have cultivated. They find fulfillment in the silence that allows them to think, reflect, and focus deeply on what matters most. Choosing solitude is not an escape from the world, but rather a conscious decision to engage with life on their own terms. It is here, in the peace of being alone, that intelligent individuals often experience their truest moments of self-discovery and creativity. So, the next time you see someone embracing their solitude, remember that they may not be lonely at all. They may simply be thriving in the quiet that nourishes their mind and spirit. Why do smart people act this way? Through psychological studies, several conclusions have been drawn about why intelligent individuals often choose solitude. 1. They understand that the heights are often lonely. True talent is often rare in crowds, and smart people are aware that not everyone will understand or appreciate this. The pursuit of excellence often requires a certain level of isolation, as few people can truly relate to the singular focus that comes with it. 2. Strong individuals find it hard to coexist without conflict. Intelligent individuals are not fond of unnecessary confrontations. They understand that sometimes, winning an argument can lead to alienation. Choosing solitude is often a way to avoid petty disputes and maintain peace of mind. 3. Solitude offers freedom. Most social relationships are surface level, groups of people simply gathering to stave off loneliness or boredom. By spending too much time in such relationships, one's personal time and mental space become limited. Smart people opt for solitude to regain their freedom, facing themselves on their own terms. 4. They're not concerned about what they might lose. Unlike those who chase after fleeting social trends, intelligent people are focused on what they believe is important. They don't bother with trivial matters or gossip, and they don't fear missing out on anything by withdrawing from certain aspects of society. 5. They have strong observational skills. You might notice that some individuals prefer to sit quietly in a corner, observing everything around them. While they may not express much verbally, they are keenly analyzing the events of life and the expressions of those around them. Their quiet observation is their way of processing the world. 6. They dislike drama. Smart people understand that life events can already be challenging enough without adding unnecessary frustration. They don't want to create problems for themselves. What others think doesn't matter to them. They feel no need to seek approval or engage in petty gossip. 7. They don't feel the need to prove their worth. Independent and strong-willed. These individuals value the small things and are content with the present moment. They are self-sufficient and don't need to prove their value to anyone. Their worth is inherent, not dependent on external validation. 8. Their abilities can make others feel intimidated. Highly capable individuals often tackle challenges on their own. Whether it's going to a doctor's appointment or eating alone, activities that many people might avoid when by themselves. They aren't afraid to speak the truth or face challenges head-on, no matter what others might think. 9. Their thinking and actions are often hard to understand. Geniuses are often seen as eccentric, with behaviors and actions that others find puzzling. Their unique perspectives and limited experiences make it difficult for most to truly understand or accept them, leading to isolation. 10. They focus on personal goals. Sharing dreams and future visions is not always easy, especially with those who don't share the same vision. As a result, intelligent individuals often pursue their goals alone, distancing themselves from distractions and shallow interactions with society. For intelligent people, loneliness is not a burden. It is a choice that fosters personal growth and allows for a more meaningful life. Sharing one's dreams and future visions with those who don't understand can lead to ridicule, and superficial social interactions have no place in their world. While others may perceive them as tense or withdrawn, the reality is that they are simply focused on their own path. Ultimately, these individuals don't feel the need to conform to society's expectations of frequent social interactions. Some people are simply destined to walk the path of solitude. And this is not a sad thing. Perhaps it is the very journey they need to take in order to achieve excellence. So, if you find yourself with only a few friends, enjoy solitary walks. Live happily in your own company, and feel at peace with it. You might not be normal, but if these stories inspire you and drive you to action, leave a comment with the number 9. If not, leave a comment with the number 0. Your feedback matters to us. And if you want to stay connected for more insightful content like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you for taking the time to read.